Hi everybody, and welcome to this week's weekly free instant tournament on BBO. I hope you do have a go at this yourselves before you come to see what I've done. And last couple of weeks you'll have been celebrating because you've done better than me, I expect. Anyway, let's get on with this week's free instant tournament. 15 points, 5-5 in the pointed suits. So we will open one spade. Well, this is a robot plays this convention called Drawery, and that basically takes account of the fact that I was the third to speak here. So there were two passes round to me, and in this position it often pays to open a bit weak to get in the way of the opposition, because your partner doesn't have much and East doesn't have much, and if you don't have much, then West will have quite a lot. Might have quite a lot. So in this position, particularly not vulnerable, it's you could be quite weak when you open. So Drawery is this convention that says, did you actually have a real opening bid, partner, or were you just fooling around? So they've got 3+ spades, 10 to 12 total points. If you have a look at what the various bids mean, 2 diamonds is an invitation to game, meaning that I have it. That doesn't say anything about diamonds. 2 hearts says I do have 4 hearts. 2 spades says I don't really have an opening bid. 2 no trumps says I've got a reasonably balanced hand with 5 spades. If I go to 3 clubs, that shows 3+ clubs, 5+ spades, and forcing to 3 spades. 3 diamonds is a splinter, showing shortage in diamonds. And 3 hearts is a splinter as well. No way the system lets 3 spades just says I got 19 to 22 points. See if 4 of anything could do any good. 4 clubs is a splinter in clubs. 4 diamonds is a void in diamonds. So you've got no way of showing a spade diamond 2 suitor in response to this bid in the robot system. So you just have to say 2 diamonds and wait to see what the robot says. So the robot goes to 3 spades, which means they've got 11 high card points, 3+ spades. Good 11. If they've got like an ace of clubs, or there's some chances of making 6 here. I think if we have a look and see what 4 level bids we got, 3 no trumps probably just means they want to play in no trumps. That's not what most sophisticated systems play now. Let's see what 4 clubs means. 4 clubs means I've got the ace of clubs. 4 diamonds means that I have the ace of diamonds. So I think that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to bid 4 diamonds, leaving open the possibility that we might go on to a slam. But partner doesn't have the ace of hearts. So I think we're going to have to settle for 4 spades here. Partner should have bid 4 hearts. Oh, there we are. It's got 4 spades and the ace of hearts and the ace of clubs. We've got good chances of making 6 here. Partner should have Q-bid the ace of hearts, should have bid 4 hearts to show the ace of hearts. Right, what's our best chance of getting to 12 tricks here? We certainly need to rough the diamonds good. We've got 5 and 1, that's 6. They've got 7. They very often split 4-3. So if I can rough a couple of diamonds, that will, in the end, the 8 will be good very often. I think I need to start this diamond roughing now. 10's an interesting card, but it's probably just covering the 9 in the way that the robot does. So 2 diamonds and rough with 3, what it was. So we've seen 4 of their 7 diamonds so far. Remember, it's much easier to count how many they've got rather than adding up to 13 each time. We started with 6, so they had 7. They played 4, they've got 3 left, which could be 2-1 or 3-0. They're more likely 2-1 between the 2 hands. But let's see if we've got any bad news coming in. Spades. Well, one of them's got queen. If you remember, we started with 5 and dummy with 4, so we had 9 spades. They have 4. They've got 2 left. They're the queen and the jack, and they're either divided evenly or one of them's got queen jack and is going to make a trick. The question is, do I rough a diamonds now in the hope that that sets them up, or do I cash a trump first? But if I'm going to only rough 1 more diamond, then I should cash a trump first in case they're 2-2. And if they're not, so I can't pick, if one of them's got queen jack of spades left, I can't stop them winning a spade trick. But if I might want 2 diamond roughs, I should lead a diamond now. So the likelihood is that the spades are 3, if the diamonds are 5-2, then the likelihood is that the hand with 2 diamonds also has 2 spades, and they'd just be roughing with what would be a natural spade winner. I then have no entry to their hand, so because I can rough hearts. So I think I can start off, I can go to rough it. They didn't over rough. So now we've seen 6 of their 7 diamonds. They've only got 1 left, so these 2 will be good. So now I don't need to rough any more in the dummy. So I can lead the 9 of spades, king, and they all fall. So now, got interesting situation. If West has the queen of hearts and the king, queen of clubs, we may have some squeeze possibilities. So, but it's a bit unlikely, but we may as well try it. All their trumps are gone. So I'm going to cash my diamonds now. Queen falls. I'm going to throw a club to start with. Another diamond. Right. Most people now would just cash their ace of clubs, but actually may pay just to lead a spade, throwing a club. 10 of hearts is gone now. Remember that we had a heart lead to start with, so spade, we're going to throw the 9 of hearts away, and that's the queen of hearts. Did they lead the king of hearts to start with? Something I should have remembered. I don't think they did. I think they had a low heart, didn't they? And I just went up with the ace. So I should remember trick 1 better. 7 of hearts. I don't think they led the king of hearts. They threw the queen. I don't think that. Oh, they did have the king there. Yes. So there was no squeeze the way it actually went, because somebody's kept, both of them kept a doubleton club on it. So the king and queen of clubs were in separate hands, so there was no way of coming to a 13th trick. But see, it's 53% for making 12 tricks, and that's presumably because almost everybody else, somebody did bid 6 spades, and some people only made 11 tricks. But how did the people who bid 6 spades get there? What was the auction? 2 clubs, 2 diamonds, 3 spades, and then they just went 4 no trumps and asked for aces at that one. And they went 4 no trumps. Yeah, well, that just doesn't seem sensible to me. You could, if they find out you've only got 1 ace, you won't know which one it is. So I think that's anyway, there we go. Lots of people the same as us, as expected. So we got a bounce 15 count. So in the robot system, that's a straightforward 1 no trump. 2 diamonds is a transfer to my doubleton, as always. Not quite, but anyway, transfer to hearts. The robot's probably going to pass. Yep, here we are. We're playing in 2 hearts, as will be most other people. So the king of diamonds lead. What are we going to throw? Danger is that east is going to rough here, or west is going to rough if they got king doubleton. We want to deter them, so we're going to hide the 2 of diamonds, and we're going to throw the 5 and the queen on if they play 2 rounds of diamonds. We'll leave us with the jack and 10 between the 2 hands, which will be winners if they don't get roughed. So that's that. We'll hide the 2. That's the ace. We'll throw the queen. They probably haven't been fooled, but perhaps they have. To which hand are we going to want entries? Probably our hand. Actually, of course, we could have done with being in dummy. I think we will. I think we'll. We haven't got any losers in the side suits. It's only trumps now. And this hand, this West robot hand, has turned up with the ace king of diamonds and the ace of clubs. So I think we can be pretty sure they don't have the ace of hearts. So the ace of hearts is in the east hand. So we're going to want to lead hearts from dummy. So we're going to cross over to the king of spades, lead the 3 of hearts. There's the ace. 9 of clubs. Maybe we're going to get a rough. Yeah, not a lot we could do about that. 6, 7, ace, queen of hearts now. Struck the jack. They got 1 trump left. Once again, dummy had 5. We had 2. That's 7. They had 6. We've had 2 rounds, which is 4, and they've roughed once, which is 5. So they've got 1 trump left. We want to go to dummy, and safest way is probably going to be roughing a spade. And well, they under roughed with their trump because there was need. We can just claim the last 2 tricks. Their trump was smaller, so that was worth making 2 hearts. So how do they get to 1 no trump? They opened the diamond and rebid a no trump. Well, otherwise 2 hearts, and people went off in 2 hearts. So that's really both times we've just done par for the course. Right, here we are, 8, 11, 15, 5, 4, 2 shape. Well, I think you just treat that as balanced, especially with a strong no trump. And open 1 no trump. Passed again. Partner doesn't have big major suits. As you can see, I like you to have the minors. 10 of diamonds probably doesn't have the ace, but probably does have the 9. So it looks like we can make 2 diamond tricks. There's a spade trick. Maybe do something in hearts, but clubs is the main place that we want to try and make tricks. We've got these 9, but they're not very likely to make 5 club tricks. You need king doubleton on the left, or yeah, in fact it needs to be king doubleton because you've got spot cards are so bad that even the 9 won't do us any good. We need the 8 as well to be able to make it with king double without anything other than king doubleton here. There is a further problem in that I noticed that all my spots are very small. So suppose there's a real danger that the fourth round of clubs is going to be won in dummy because I won't have a high enough card in my hand. So if we were playing imps teams, I'd just play a club to the ace and a club back to set them up. But they led the 10 from a short suit, or if they led it from 4. Well, I'm going to try the queen. Expected the king comes there. Really, at match points, I've just got to take the chance that there's a doubleton king on side. And there was, so it's right that we had to take a chance. But you'll see that the clubs are blocked. That I can't get back in clubs to this hand, and I can't get back in diamonds, but I've got the spades. So I'm going to take a spade finesse at this. I'll take my 2 clubs in dummy. Right, and now I'm going to leave a spade from the table. I'll take my spade finesse, which doesn't win. 9 of diamonds, as expected, fortunately pins my 8, but I take the jack now, otherwise I might never be able to get to it. So I've only won 1 trick so far. I've got a sure spade entry to my hand and a club winner. So I've got 8 tricks. Remember, I started off with 2 diamonds and dummy with 4. So that was 6. They had 7. And we've seen 4 of them gone. So they might be able to make 3 diamond tricks if they get in. And conceivably 3 heart tricks, which would defeat me. But that's very unlikely. It's very tempting now I'm in dummy to play the 4 of them. So I'll leave the 9 of hearts and let it run. In the hope of making a heart trick eventually, rather than just settling for 1 no trump. I think I'm going to try that. I'm going to play spades. Right, now let's throw the diamonds away. Right, so that's all I'm going to make by the looks of it. Yeah. Made my 8 tricks, but that was worth 82%. Presumably people didn't open 1 no trump at other tables. Those of us who played in no trumps generally did okay. People got up to 3 no trumps, and they played in 3 spades the other way. So the 1 no trump stopped the opponents getting into spades. People opened 1 club, presumably partner, and the partner responded 1 no trump, and you then got a reopening double. People got too high. Well, but I think you can see that if you play reasonably, you should be able to get to that. Right, so East has opened a diamond. Got this. We've got 13 points. Hopefully the king of diamonds is worth something. 1 diamond doesn't mean very much. It's a minor suit opening, 3+ cards. So there's no real reason that East should have the ace. They're more likely to have the ace than West, but in Acol, if we knew they were opening a genuine suit, we'd be much more inclined to place a greater value on that king. So we've got some choices. Double is not good because partner responds in clubs. We're a bit stuffed. One option here is to bid 2 diamonds, which would be Michael's, and will promise 5 hearts and 5 spades. Quite a few points, I think. 9+ points. So we're lacking a spade, but they're quite nice for. They're quite a nice 4-card suit. And the other alternative is to open 1 heart, overcall 1 heart, which is what we're supposed to do with this hand. Partner raises to 2 hearts, which is more useful than if we had overcalled 2 diamonds and they said 2 hearts. We wouldn't really know. So this is quite good. If the king of diamonds is worth something, what do they think robot think 2 spades is? 16 to 18 points. So I haven't got that much. 2 hearts is not very much. 6 to 10 total points. So it doesn't look like we're going to have game on. There's quite good chances though. That the robot often turns out with just the right cards, but I'm going to pass because that's what the field will do. And we get the diamond lead, which makes sure that our king is worth something, and the king of spades is obviously worth something, and the clubs might be useful, but the hearts are the real problem. So anyway, the diamonds, expect the ace will appear on the right. Okay, they may get a switch here now. No, they're giving us the king of diamonds. Right. I want to cross to the king of spades and play a heart. Now, I probably do, because I want to delay playing the clubs. If I play a club, I'm going to finesse the 9 in the hope that that drives out an honor and I can do another finesse, which will get rid of the 4th spade if necessary. But the danger with that is that if I lose the club finesse, the queen of diamonds will appear here. And if this hand had 6 diamonds, that would mean that I'd get over roughed when I roughed the queen. So I'm not going to do that yet. I'm going to play the 2 of spades, king, and lead the 8 of hearts. Queen appears, so I'll cover that. Doesn't look great. Right, that solves the problem of my 4th spade. Let's hope that that wasn't. So the queen appeared. Why would the queen appear? And the ace was here. It's very likely a singleton, but is it worth playing a low heart, so retaining control? We've got to lose 1 heart at least. Yeah, so we'll just exit with a heart, because we had 8 to start with. 9, S, 4, 1. So this hand now is going to have a heart in a moment. Aren't they? Interesting. They haven't. So the 7's a winner and my jack's a winner. So the jack of spades is gone. But the odds are that this hand will rough a spade if I try and use a spade to get back to my hand. Looks like I'm going to have a club loser in the end. It would be much nicer to use, but the queen of diamonds is on this side, so there's not going to be a squeeze. So we will try and get back to my hand by rouging this jack of diamonds. And it was the diamond there. So here comes the club. There are no more trumps out. They haven't led from king queen. We'll put the 9 in, but we're going to lose. So we would have been better playing the spade. Right, 10 is a winner. We've got no more trumps. And the jack of hearts, queen of spades, ace of clubs. So I can claim just making the contract. And they would have roughed a spade as well, so I didn't have a safe way back to my hand. But, so 2 hearts making is 60% odd. It's the common score. Nobody did better, and some people did up too much. Right, this looks like a nice hand. 9, 12, 16, 20. Bounce 20 counts. Robot plays the same as all of us, pretty much. 20 to 21 they play up there. 2 no trumps. So that's what I'm going to do. I raised the 3 no trumps. If they had a 4-card major, they would have used Stayman. If they had a 5-card major, they would have transferred. So they don't. They got their cards in the minor suits. Not as it happens in diamonds. Right, and I don't have an entry in spades to dummy. Hearts. I've got 2, 4, 6 clubs here, 4 and 2 in my hand. If they, so we've got 8. So if they split 3-2, I cash the king and then overtake the jack, all the clubs will be good. But if they're not 3-2, I'm in a bit of trouble. But with West on lead, my king of hearts is protected. So I'm going to leave West on lead here and just see what they want to do. And they're still playing them, so I don't really need to keep a spade. I encourage a heart switch. Aha, so that's why they're still playing them, because East only has 1, dummy only had 1, I had 4. So they got 7 diamonds, which means there's a good chance that East will have 4 clubs. So there's a good chance that clubs are not breaking. But for me, there's no problem in discarding from dummy. I can afford to throw some hearts. Because at the moment, unless the clubs come in, I'm not making this contract. But I'm going to duck this one because, aha, there we go. 4 of clubs has been led. Why? I haven't knocked out the ace of diamonds. So it's always a good idea with the robot to give them a chance to switch. Jack. Right. I think I want to force a few discards from the West hand on clubs if that was a singleton. So I won with the jack, you notice, but that's because it was. Right. So now the question is, should I overtake? And if they've thrown 1 diamond, can I get them to throw some more so I could throw them in with diamonds at the end? So if I make 3 clubs, 3 spades is 6, and a diamond is 7, the king of hearts will only be 8. So because I have no other entry to dummy, I think 1 off may be a good score. Force another discard. So I've thrown a spade this time. Because I could never get to the clubs, there's no point in setting them up. So I'm going to play a spade now. Man's likely to have to make some discards. I've turned up with quite a lot of spades. Oof. 4 spades, 7 diamonds, 1 club. They've only got 1 heart. So we're not going to try and end play them. I'm going to throw a club here. That's got rid of all the opponent's spades. What heart do they have? Well, it might be a singleton ace. but in any event, there's no point in throwing them in with diamonds. Not that that means that this hand's going to win. They've got no diamonds, they can cash a club, but they are going to have to give me a trick with the king of hearts, and so I will be one off. And cash their club, throw my 8 of diamonds away, cash the ace of hearts. So we got out for one off, which is worth 60%. So going down can be worthwhile sometimes. Let's just see what everybody else did on that board. Well, lots of people got out for one off. Was some 2 offs. And 4 clubs was -2, which surprises me. I'd have thought if you were playing in clubs, you could have done well. But it was interesting that one could get a complete count on the west hand. That when you by ducking a diamond, you found out that East only had 1, dummy only had 1, you had 4. So therefore there were 7 diamonds here. Then, as you expected, that singleton club, you couldn't do anything about that. But then when this hand showed up with 4 spades, you had a complete count, you knew there was a singleton heart here. And so you could get this hand to win, the East hand to win, and give you a heart trick for one off. I suspect that the robots were more cooperative at other tables. Anyway, this keeps us in second place for the moment. Anyway, 6 and 7 is 13, and 6 is 19. Well, if I were playing the robot, generally I'd be opening as 2 no trumps, but I'll play away 1 heart, 2 clubs from the opponents. So this is just a standard overcall, 5 plus clubs, 10 plus, they can have quite a few points. I don't really want to double here because I'm quite definite about hearts. So I have got support for spades and diamonds, but if I only had 5 hearts, I would double to try and get support for the other suits. But with 6 of them, I can bid 2 hearts for now. There's no need to, partner doesn't have that much because they passed over 2 clubs. If they had 4 spades and 6 clubs, they would have made a takeout double. They may have quite a more points and quite a few clubs, but now I'm not selling out to 3 clubs here. I'm doubled. I'm going to double. If my partner's got a stack of clubs, they can pass for penalties. But if they've got, 4 or 5 cards in one of the pointed suits, they can bid them. Or if they've got a couple of hearts, they can take me to 3 hearts. But I am doubling for takeouts here. And the robot just goes back to 3 hearts. So they got nothing in particular in spades or diamonds. So they've probably got 2 hearts with me. I'd guess 4 clubs, 4 not very good clubs, 2 hearts, 4 diamonds, 3 spades would be a reasonable hand for them to have and take that action. If they had 4 spades, I think they'd probably prefer to bid spades, but we'll pass. Anyway, the robot's coming back? No. So we're playing in 3 hearts here, and the king of clubs lead. Right, so the robot has fewer points than I might have hoped, but 1 more heart than I might have hoped. The jack of spades is a reasonably big card. Most of the points are here. It's going to be difficult to get rid of 2 diamond losers, a club loser, who may have a heart loser. I've almost certainly got a spade loser because the king is very likely here. Play the 3 of clubs. Queen, see if the robot wants to carry on with clubs. It probably doesn't. No, play spades, but that's nice. I'm going to play the jack just because that will make East play the king if they have it. And then I'll know where it is. Right. So there we go. We've got no spade losers now. Got 2 diamond losers. I've lost the club. Let's see how many heart losers we have. Right, so we have 6. We had 6 hearts. Dummy had 3. So the opponents had 4. 2 of them have gone. So the queen hasn't fallen, nor is the 10. So there's not much else to do except play the king of hearts. And they're not 2-2. So that one, so East has a winning heart that we could never have captured, because even if we got to dummy, led the jack of hearts, they covered the queen, and the 10 will be good in the end. So I think now we'll just see if anything interesting happens when we cash our spade winners. I don't think it's going to make any difference. So we found out that this hand had 5 spades. They had 5 spades, 3 hearts. We know they don't have many clubs. So this hand's got at least 6. Dummy had 3, I had 1. 9. So they could have 4 clubs they'd have raised. So I think this hand has 7 clubs. And this hand has 3 clubs. So if they have 3 clubs, 5 spades, 3 hearts, that leaves them with 2 diamonds. If they have king X of diamonds, well, I'm still not really in with a chance. I don't think I'll discard. Really avoid those diamond losers. 3 of hearts, their heart trick now. There we are. 3 hearts comes home. That's worth 82%. Keeps us in 2nd place. Lots of people went up too high, or they let the opponents play in 3 clubs. None of those were the right things to do. You had to show your good heart suit, show really a 6-card suit, and then double to show your support for the other 2 suits, which are always likely to be 3 cards, and let partner choose what to do. So that worked well. Right. Okay, here we go now. 7 and 8, 15, 16 points. Pretty flat hand. This is really the 10s. We've got 3 10s. It's almost too good for 1 no trump. I'm going to try 1 no trump. 3 no trump. So now the danger is in hearts. Partner didn't use stamen or transfer, so hearts is going to be our weakness. We don't want to see a heart lead, otherwise, but partner doesn't have a spade fit either. So it's the heart lead, but partner has some quite nice hearts. Diamonds, clubs. Well, I think 4 of hearts. Robot likes to lead from short suits. King Jack could be over here. Even though they win the Jack, they can't carry on. They'll play something else. So I'm going to play the 7. I'm expecting the Jack to come here. And the King comes. So I've now got 2 winners in hearts. So that only gives me 1 entry to dummy. 9 of clubs. Well, I think that means the club finesse is probably not working. I can take it later if I need to. But what I'm going to do to try and set up tricks is to take the diamond finesse. May or may not win. Doesn't. And another club comes. Well, as I say, I don't think the club finesse is winning. So, on the other hand, let's see how many tricks we have so far. We've won one so far. We've got one more trick in spades for 2. We'll make 2 more hearts for 4. Another club is 5. And all these diamonds are winners, which is 9. And 3 have gone so far. So the 6. So you see there are 10 tricks to go, including this one that's just started. And I've got 9 winners. Is that right? 1, 2, 3, 4. No, I've got 8 winners. That's right. I'll check again. 1, 2, 3, 4. I've got 8 winners. So if I play the king of clubs now, we think the club finesse is wrong. Then at the end I come down and I play a spade finesse, and that loses. I lose 2 tricks, the queen of clubs and the king of spades. So can't really afford to do that. The way to make sure of 10 tricks is to take this finesse. Don't think there's anything that says king of hearts is here, queen of diamonds is here. This hand could easily have queen of clubs, king of spades. There's nothing else to tell us, but by playing the 10 of spades, we'll make the jack of spades a winner, even if it loses to the queen. And we can throw away our 3 spades on a heart and 2 diamonds. So I'm going to take the club finesse. This time worked. Right, but probably the jack of clubs is not going to be good. But I need to start with the, and so the queen of clubs is there. The king of spades is there. Right, the king of spades is very likely wrong now. Okay, I'm going to run the diamonds. I've got to cash the king of clubs first. I'll throw a spade from dummy because everything else is winners. So we know the queen of clubs is there. We might get a clue as to where the king of spades is. 10 of diamonds is a winner. Jack and queen went on the previous trick. Leave diamonds there. Spade goes from that hand. King of hearts, king of diamonds. I'll throw my heart away at this point. Just not give any clues. The 9 of diamonds. 4 of spades. Ace of hearts. Another spade away. Queen of hearts. Spade. I'm going to throw the jack of clubs away because we know the queen's there. Now we're going to leave the 9 of spades, and the king pops up. So we were never going to have to risk this. So everything was in the east hand. It'd be a lot easier if I finessed the club the first time. So that's par for the course. 3 trumps plus 2. Leave us in the same position. Second one. The majority of people, nobody made more than 1. So it's very flat. That and 1 to board 8. Lots of flat hands this week. So you may be have a similar score to me if you've been playing. So partners opened the spade. They play Jacoby. So 2 no trumps is a spade raise, but does game forcing spade raise, but does promise 4 spades. So we can't do that. There's no bid in spades that shows that we want to force the game. So we have to bid 2 of a minor. 2 hearts would promise 5 as it would in Acol. See, yeah. So we have to have a forcing 2 over 1. We have to bid 2 clubs or 2 diamonds. So biddable diamonds, it says. Well, that's as biddable as they get. 2 spades, so it's a minimum hand with 5 spades. forcing for 3 no trumps on. Well, I forced the game. I could bid 2 no trumps here, showing a balanced hand, and see if they want to bid 3 no trumps. They do. Do I want to settle for it, or do I want to bid 4 spades? Normally we've got 4-3-3-3 shape, so there's not going to be any roughing in the short trump hand. So there's going to be very likely make the same number of tricks in no trumps as in spades. The risk is clubs, but I have to hope partner has something in clubs, as he's heard us bid 2 diamonds. Right, well, we'll pass and see if we can get a top. We might be one off and have a bottom. They've played hearts. Partner does have some clubs. There's a diamond. Spades are not very good, but we should have. So we're going to make 3 diamonds. 1 club is 4. Good chances of making 4 spades for 8 and a heart. We're really looking to try and make 10 tricks here. What's the 6 of hearts lead? It's normally from a short suit, so King Jack would be over here. But right, we're more likely to have led from the King or from the Jack. If one honor is in the west hand and 1 in the east. Normal people, were more likely to have led the 6 of hearts from the King rather than from the Jack. But the robot are not even people, let alone normal. So we've got quite plenty of entries in my hand. The 8 of hearts is a big card. We don't know where the 9 is. Is the 6 a 4th highest or low from 3 to an honor? Or is it top of a doubleton? It could be even 3 small. 4th highest, 6 from 11 is 5. Remember the rule of 11. And I got 4 of them, so only 1 higher here. Difficulty with only having Queen 10 doubleton is if I guess wrong about the honor, the other one is dead because they'll have a top card. But I'd rather it's this hand that had the top card, because then they can't attack hearts usefully. Right, I'm going to try the queen. And the robot behaved normally. I'm going to play the 5, just help confuse their count. Right. I need to play spades. I only got 1 short. I've got 2 short entries outside of spades, so I'm in dummy. This is the best way to play spades. Oh, queen fell. Right. That looks bad, unless the Jack falls as well, because that means that they will have 2 stops with the Jack and the 9 if they're 4-1. You may need the clip finesse. Oh, the 9 appeared. I think that's a doubleton. I don't think I've got 2 entries, so I've got. Why would they have played that? I'm going to play the 10 of spades, even though I expect the Jack to win. I'm going to play hearts now, but King 10 Jack. So is he unblocking, or did he just have 2? I think I'm going to duck this because they can't play hearts now without giving me an extra trick. So I duck that one. And now they have to exit with the spades. Everything points to two of clubs. So is the club finesse good? If I throw away, can I produce a squeeze? Only if the king of clubs is there. So how many winners have I got? The two spades are winners. So in fact, I can throw two losers away from here. So again, it's probably only a show up. Right, I'm in my hand. I'm going to cash the ace of hearts to force a discard. This hand, for the diamond dummy. Across to the queen of diamonds. Throw, cash the two spade winners. Throwing two clubs away. Keeping this heart menace in my hand. So they throw the seven of hearts away. So the nine of hearts is the card to look out for. That hasn't appeared yet. So we're playing diamonds. Try another diamond. Following. So the nine of hearts hasn't appeared. So we will find the nine of hearts in this hand. If they've got a king of clubs, it will pop up. Otherwise, the finesse is wrong. So we know that the finesse is wrong. We can just go up with the ace. Got our 10 tricks, which is worth 96%. We're just not enough to get us up to first place, which we needed 70. It'll just take a little while. I believe that all the results will pop up in a moment, not yet. Give it a moment or two because we can't, doesn't let us. Oh, now we can see the other tables. So 3 no trumps plus 1. So people played in 4 spades and sometimes came to the same number of tricks and sometimes didn't. So that's always something to think about when partners shown a 5 card major, and you've got 3 card support, but you're 4-3-3-3. You're not going to make any roughs in your hand, which is the normal way of making extra tricks when you're playing trumps, is by roughing in the short trump hand or by setting up the long suit in the short trump hand. And if you're 4-3-3-3, you don't really have a long suit. So very often there are no extra tricks to be made in the suit contract as opposed to no trumps. And so you should think about playing in 3 no trumps rather than 4 of a major. I think that's the biggest lesson to take away from the day's play. But hopefully you've got a score that's something like mine, etc. And if you did like this and found it useful, please remember to click the thumbs up button and like it. And I'll see you again next week. Thanks for watching.